Hello and welcome to English Parliamentary News. I'm Afiyah Jufri. In this edition, we will present the latest and interesting information around the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. Commission 6 of the House urges the state oil company Pertamina to announce and socialize the planned reduction of subsidized premium supply fuel to the public. Speaking at the working visit to Riau Island Province, the Vice Chairman of Commission 6 of the House, Azam Azmanatawijaya, says the reduction of subsidized fuel supply premium should be informed to the public, so the people could switch their fuel to non-subsidized one that apply for both personal vehicles use and the industrial needs. Azam states, Pertamina has a huge responsibility since their business is highly related to the public interest.
Tidak berani mengatakan bahwa mengurangi, tetapi membuat satu cara lain apabila masyarakat membeli Pertalite atau yang lain di luar premium akan mendapat hadiah diakses, dan padahal yang mengakses itu belum tentu semua masyarakat.
Meanwhile, the member of Commission 6 of the House, Mustafa Agsagaf, deplores Pertamina moves which has been easily putting up the fuel price without consulting it to the parliament. Pertamina decision to unilaterally hike up the fuel price is highly regretted since it could affect people's economy. Mustafa further says, by increasing the fuel price, it can create an image in which Pertamina only cares on the maintaining their profit while neglecting their economic condition of Indonesian people.
Pertamina itu hanya berpikir untuk kepentingan mereka sendiri, kepentingan diri mereka sendiri. Mereka perlu menaikkan harga untuk meningkatkan profit. Karena dengan profit yang tinggi mereka akan menerima tantiem untuk mereka nikmati sendiri, mereka dan keluarga yang menikmati. Mereka tidak tahu dan tidak sadar bahwa tantiem yang mereka nikmati itu bukan mereka hirup dari keringat rakyat, tapi dari darah rakyat.
From Riau Island, Oki Zulindra and Ferdian, TVA Parliament report. Commission 3 of the House demand the North Maluku Regional Police Department to maintain neutrality and increase their security to prevent any potential conflict. Since North Maluku is in the middle of executing the 2018 regional head re-election as the result of Constitutional Court verdict, the House hopes the Regional Police Department will be able to maintain peace in the area and keep the re-election process to be run in safe and peaceful manner. Speaking at the working visit to North Maluku Province, the Vice Chairman of Commission 3 of the House, Erma Suryani Ranik, says, despite the re-election process has been done, there are still potential for conflict and accusation in the future. Therefore, Commission 3 encourages the community and religious figures to help the police to prevent any provocation and make sure the upcoming 2019 president election to run smoothly.
Jadi, tugas polisi adalah memastikan pengamanan supaya tidak ada konflik di antara warga, supaya kalau ada bibit-bibit konflik segera diatasi. Tentu saja polisi nggak bisa kerja sendiri.
Meanwhile, the head of North Maluku Police Department, Brigadier General Police Naufal Yahya, says the police will not cause any conflict nor take side to one of the other candidates, but also to prevent any potential of misconduct committed by certain people. The North Maluku Police Department is committed to keep the security and order in the area, since if any misconduct occurred and could not be stopped, it will result in another horizontal conflicts between the people in North Maluku.
Dengan kami menjaga kecurangan-kecurangan itu, melakukan langkah-langkah itu, meminta kepada KPU, Bawaslu untuk menertibkan ini, ada pihak-pihak yang akan berbuat curang, merasa terusik gitu loh. Nah ini yang kami lakukan.
From North Maluku, Hilman Hidayat and Ferdian, TVA Parliament report. Commission 5 of the House urges the acceleration of Sewu Ampu Dam construction in Langkat, North Sumatra Province, so that the dam can be immediately functioned to irrigate 11 hectares of rice field around Langkat and increase the volume of North Sumatra agriculture products. Vice Chairman of Commission 5 of the House, Sigit Sosiantomo, criticized the slow development of Sewu Ampu Dam that has been in construction for 4 years but has not even near the completion phase yet. Sigit further asserts this project, which targeted to be done in 5 years, should have been able to be completed in 2 years. According to Sigit, the dam must be immediately finalized since it is highly needed by the people around the Langkat area.
Jadi masyarakat menunggu itu 4 tahun. Kalau ada dana kenapa nggak dipercepat gitu kan? Ya, seandainya kami tahu tahun kedua, tahun ketiga mungkin kita akan percepat, kita dorong agar ada alokasi dana yang cukup untuk proyek itu sehingga nggak sampai 4 tahun, 2 tahun sudah jadi gitu kan.
Meanwhile, the member of Commission 5 of the House, Sahat Silaban, explains after the finalization of Sewampu Dam construction, it is expected to irrigate more than 11 hectares of rice field, where the current development of dam construction has reached 72%. Sahat adds this dam will have a significant role for farmers in North Sumatra. Thus, with a cost for over 250 billion rupiah, Sahat hopes the dam could immediately finish and be benefit for the surrounding people.
Ya, benar-benar bisa mengangkat pertanian masyarakat kita. Tentunya kan ini bukan biaya kecil, di atas 250 miliar biayanya. Mudah-mudahan bisa seperti program awal itu bisa mengairi 11.000 hektar, di mana selama ini itu sudah mati kekeringan. Itu masyarakat pun juga senang, kita juga senang.
From North Sumatra, Septia Chaniago and Ferdian, TVA Parliament report.
The General Secretariat, along with the Expertise Board of the House, hope with a tighter and more selective mechanism of the 2018 Civil Servant Entry Test, it could screen better candidates. This is especially to support the task and function of the House as the supporting system of the Indonesian Member of Parliament.
As allocated in the 2018 budget, the General Secretariat and the Expertise Board of the House opens job vacancies for about 131 formations. During the basic skill test level, which tested through the computer-assisted test system, 1,600 candidates are tested and divided into 8 sessions over the span of 3 days. Speaking after inspecting the House of Representatives Civil Servant Entry Test at Nusantara Building, Senayan, Jakarta, the General Secretary of the House, Indra Iskandar, says the selection mechanism of the Civil Servant Entry Test has been getting better. That shows from the score competition between the candidate that getting tighter. Indra hopes the selection process could screen in the highly quality candidate that will be able to support and assist the tasks and function of Indonesian Parliament member.
Mekanisme sekarang ini kan semakin sempurna, semakin ketat gitu ya, sesuai dengan harapan kita dan pimpinan DPR. Kita berharap dari hasil tes nanti kita mendapatkan calon-calon pegawai yang terbaik.
The Chief Executive of the 2018 Civil Servant Selection Test, Mardian Umar, states, based on the need in each unit, the General Secretariat and the Expertise Board of the House need about 1,300 staffs to become the supporting system of the Parliament member. In each year, the General Secretariat and the Expertise Board of the House propose an additional civil servant to the Ministry of Empowerment of the State Apparatus and Bureaucracy Reform, despite the final decision is highly dependent on the government.
Setiap tahun kita selalu mengajukan, karena di kita ini kan jelas, dan di pemerintah juga jelas. Setiap tahun itu ada yang pensiun, Pak. Ada yang pensiun. Nah, untuk menutupi kekosongan itu, maka kita lakukan perekrutan.
Mahir Sanjaya and Ferdian, TVA Parliament report.
Vice Speaker of the House, Fadli Zon, invites the member countries of Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, to establish networking cooperation and economic and development in order to fight corruption.
Speaking in the G20 Parliamentary Forum and Speakers Summit in Buenos Aires, Argentina recently, the Vice Speaker for Politics and Security of the House, Fadli Zon, as the member of Global Organization Parliamentarians Against Corruption, or GOPAC, meets with the Director of Public Affairs and Communications of OECD, Mr. Anthony Gooch. In the meeting, Anthony Gooch says about 35 of OECD member countries have invited Fadli Zon as the president of GOPAC to give a speech of the role of Parliament in eradicating corruption in OECD meeting that will be held in Paris, February 2019. Fadli Zon confessed his willingness to come and give inputs on how to establish a network in order to prevent corruption.
Dan mereka berharap kerjasama itu bisa lebih dikonkretkan dalam mencegah dan memberantas korupsi. Dan peran parlemen dalam hal ini menurut OECD juga sangat penting, baik terkait dengan fungsi-fungsinya, yaitu fungsi legislasi, pengawasan maupun budgeting. Namun dengan adanya satu kerjasama internasional dan networking dari parlemen seluruh dunia, ini akan jauh lebih signifikan.
The chairwoman of the Committee for Interparliamentary Cooperation of the House, Nurhayati Ali Assegaf, highlights the importance for Indonesian Parliament to enhance cooperation with other OECD member countries.
Indonesia menjadi anggota dari Parliamentary Network ini, meskipun kita belum menjadi anggota tetap dari OECD, tapi kita merupakan key partners dari OECD ini. OECD juga berharap bahwa kerjasama OECD dengan Parlemen Indonesia ini bisa berjalan dengan diperkuat.
From G20 Parliamentary Forum, Buenos Aires, Helmi Adam and Afi, TVR Parliament, report.
Commission 1 of the House deplores Israel that bombarded Gaza with airstrike. The House also demands the United Nations to take serious steps in regard to Israel for its bombarding action that terrorized civilian population, damaged civilian building, as well as an Indonesian hospital in the northern Gaza.
Speaking in Nusantara 2 building Senayan, Jakarta recently, member of Commission 1 of the House, Muhammad Arwani Tomafi, says Israel has damaged public facilities in Palestine time after time. These facilities should be guarded, for instance, that includes educational facility, hospital, and religious place of worship.
Sudah berkali-kali ya, pelanggaran dilakukan oleh otoritas Israel ya terhadap beberapa sarana yang ada di Palestina.
Arwani Tomafi says the House convicts Israel's airstrike in Palestine. The Indonesian Parliament also demands United Nations member countries to take strategic steps towards Israel. Arwani Tomafi also demands the United Nations to give big sanction to Israel to resolve this issue.
Mengingatkan ataupun juga memberikan satu sikap tegas terhadap Israel. Jadi ini menegaskan kembali bahwa PBB memang tidak pernah bisa hadir secara tegas di dalam persoalan Palestina dengan Israel ini.
TVR Parliament Team report.
As the effort to control the utilization of village fund across Indonesia, the government has launched the Village Financial System, or Siskudes, that aim to achieve an accountable and transparent use of village fund. During the work visit of Commission 11 of the House, the Parliament found some technical problem in the system, such as the lack of skill from the village official in managing the village financial system.
Speaking in the working visit to special region of Yogyakarta, member of Commission 11 of the House, Saiful Rashid, says the lack of skills in managing village finance has resulted in a poor implementation of village financial system launched by the government. Therefore, this is a need for an establishment of consultation medium in each region that will serve to overcome technical challenges faced by village officials in the implementation of village fund systems, or Siskudes.
Kemudian dikasih modul untuk diterapkan pada saat aplikasi Siskudes ini yang banyak kekurangannya. Sehingga 93% itu benar-benar tingkat pendalaman pemahamannya terhadap Siskudes ini.
Member of Commission 11 of the House, Tuti Kusuma Wardani, demands the central government to give assistance to the local government in villages in a hope that the system can be well implemented. Aside from that, the village fund reporting mechanism should be simplified for the local staff in order to avoid technical problems that could arise.
Target tercapai, kepala desa bisa melakukan tugas-tugasnya secara benar, tanpa dikriminalisasi. Saya kira sebenarnya dana desa ini sudah cukup bagus sekali program pemerintah. Cuman sekarang implementasinya secara aktual itu masih banyak yang tidak mengerti kepala desa.
From Yogyakarta, Fajar Ilhami and Afi, TVR Parliament report.
Commission 7 of the House demand the Director General of the Law Enforcement of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry to take firm action against companies that violated the disposal and destruction waste regulation.
Speaking in the working visit of Commission 7 of the House to Riau Island to review paper and pulp industries in Pekanbaru that were suspected to produce Bt waste that are hazardous for the ecosystem and environment, Vice Chairman of Commission 7 of the House, Muhammad Nasir, demands the Director General of the Law Enforcement of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry to take firm action against companies that violate Law Number 32 of 2009 on environmental protection and management.
Ya, kita hanya mengawasin regulasi dari Kementerian Lingkungan Hidup dan Kehutanan bagaimana fungsi pengawasan yang mereka lakukan tentang perusahaan-perusahaan yang mengeluarkan limbah dari hasil produksi mereka.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 7 of the House, Mukhtar Tompo, says the B3 waste management of paper and pulp industries in Siak and Perawang region do not align with the existing PSO and Law Number 32 of 2009 that produce chlorine which can cause heart disease in the community. Mukhtar Tompo demands the Ministry of Environment and Forestry to take further serious steps to follow up waste management cases that do not comply with the existing law to save environment and the public health.
Sepron ini harusnya dipidanakan. Sepron dia sudah menimbun limbah B3 dalam tanah secara langsung tanpa ada perlakuan apapun, tidak ada landfillnya, tidak ada tenda dan lain-lain sebagaimana yang.
From Riau, Putri Minangsari and Afi, TVR Parliament report.
And that rounds up this edition of English Parliamentary News. On behalf of all the crew of TV Parliament, we would like to thank you for your attention. We will meet again in the next edition of English Parliamentary News. From me, Afia Jufri, once again, thanks for watching and goodbye.